Hey guys, it's been a little while since I did one of these fitness videos. The past week has been a little crazy. So today we're back and I want to discuss a couple of things. Proper positioning for basic exercises. Okay, we have the squats, we have push-ups, and we have bent over rows. Okay, now these are, um, you know, your foundation, it's your base. A lot of people like to look towards, weird, exotic, unusual variations, but really it's just a smokescreen for them not having good fundamentals. Okay, like many things. I know some guys like to do weird punches and stuff like that. Okay, but they don't even have good balance to throw like a good straight rear. So this kind of stuff, right? Always make sure the basics that you got it down. Okay, so we're going to cover the squat, push up, and the bent over row. All right, basics. All right, so for the squat, now for those of you who don't know, I used to do powerlifting in the 90s, so I've done my share of squatting, and I still squat. Okay, it's very, very effective exercise. It's the basic leg exercise, leg pushing exercise. And you also need like a bending movement, like a deadlift or a swing or something like that. But today we're covering squats, okay? So with squat, the biggest flaws I see with squats are heels coming up off the ground, so too much pressure on the forefoot, okay, on the ball of the foot. Also leaning the back too far forward. Okay, these are by far and or rounding the back. These are the biggest mistakes I see. So the best way to actually combat this is to push your feet through the ground. Don't think about standing up, but push your feet through the ground. Okay, and I'm going to change the camera angle a little bit so you can see my feet. I need you to see this. See my feet? Okay, there we go. Okay, all right. So you want to have your feet angled out a bit. That's the first thing. All right. And I'm just going to show you from the angle so you can see me. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower myself and I'm trying to driving my feet through the ground. And as I stand up, I'm pushing my feet through the ground. I'm not thinking of standing up. There's a difference. Okay. If you're thinking of standing up, then sometimes what happens is this kind of stuff where people bend way over like this, or the heels come up off the ground, that kind of thing. Okay, so you want to really, really try and push your feet through the ground. If you do that, everything will align itself. Okay, so here, there we go. Go down and push your feet through the ground, and that will drive you up, and that will also put the pressure, on the heel, the entire the entire flat of the foot. Okay. There we go. Good. Yeah. Also, make sure you go low enough. Okay. Now, when I used to do powerlifting, the judge would not okay a lift until the tops of your legs were parallel with the ground. So, I mean, I've done it thousands of times, so it's instinctive. But for me, I can't really do a squat higher than this. This is just my normal. I mean, I just can't do it. This feels strange to me. This feels strange, okay? So make sure you go down all the way here until the legs are parallel with the ground, okay? And then push your feet to the ground and up. And that will align. Make sure you're pushing with the right part of the foot, and it will align your back so you're not leaning too far forward, okay? Yeah, one more time. Okay, that's the first thing. So whether you hold the bar on your back or hold the bar on your front, it's going to be the same deal, okay? All right, now push-ups. I'm going to change the camera angle again. Okay, second here. All right. Now push-ups. I don't really know why people do this, but when people are straining on push-ups, they put their head down like this. They go like this. They do it, and they'll they go in, and doing that screws up the alignment of your back. You cannot engage your chest, your shoulders, and your arm muscles properly. It's just I don't even know why people do that. Okay, one time I was teaching a kids class, and this one kid was complaining that his neck was sore. And I said, well, I know why your neck is sore. Look at what you're doing to your head. He was pushing, his butt was up like this, and he's going like this. Okay? So make sure you're aligned properly. Okay, make sure you're nice and neutral. Okay? Unless you walk around with your head like this all the time, okay, you know that's obviously incorrect position. Okay, so you want to make sure that your body is like a plank. Remember, a push-up. What is a push-up anyway? It's a moving plank, right? And that's really it. So get yourself set. You're holding a plank, right? Holding a plank. So my body is one straight plank of wood, and I just, without changing the position of my head in relation to my body, I'm just going to go down. Okay? And when people do this thing, they think it gives them extra power, but extra strength, but it does not. Okay? It actually screws up your alignment, and you cannot engage the muscle which you're trying to use. Okay, I still don't know why people do that, but anyway, they do. Okay, so anyway, all right, now on to the rowing. Last part here. All right, okay, now very similar to the push-up, when you do rowing, you want to make sure that your head is in the right position, but when in rowing, people do the opposite thing. They tend to put their head up because they want to look at themselves in the mirror. Okay, I don't know why people are obsessed with looking in the mirror. I've never understood that. They do dumbbell curls and they want to go like, yeah, you're looking in the mirror. Like, what the hell are you doing? Okay, so anyways, now there's 2 ways to do rows. You can either do it over grip or under grip. This is called the Yates row. The former Mr. Olympia, Dorian Yates, made these quite popular. I actually prefer this one, but I do the other one too on occasion. All right. But either way will work, okay? But, so, again, you don't want to crank your head back like this. You don't need to see yourself in the mirror, okay? Okay, and here's the thing. Look at the position of my head. Look at this. Do you walk around like this? Do you do that? Okay? No, you walk straight. So keep everything neutral, all right? And straighten your neck that way. All right, so to get into position for a deadlift, you either take it off a rack or take it off the ground. So if you're going to take, did I say deadlift? I meant to get into position for rowing. Okay, so to get it off the ground, you're going to do a deadlift on the ground. All right, do it. So again, push your feet through the ground. Okay, up. And without changing the position of your head in relation to your torso, again, like the push-up. Okay, butt out, chest out. So bend your knees, stick out your butt a bit, and then stick out your chest a bit, so your back is arched, and then lower yourself. But don't change the position of your head in relation to your body, okay? And then you go, okay? And do your reps. Now we finish, stand up, put it back on the rack, or just put it on the ground if you're done, okay? So, okay, there's some basics for you. Nothing flashy, squats, push-ups, rows, because in truth, all those flashy variations is just a smoke screen for not having good fundamentals, okay? So remember, push your feet through the ground for your squats. Do not tuck your chin on your chest for push-ups, okay? Make sure you have that alignment. You're just a moving plank. And for rowing, butt out, chest out, and again, keep your head and spine neutral, okay? Don't do anything weird, okay? Anyone who tells you to do anything weird, put yourself into a weird position or something which violates body mechanics, biomechanics, is wrong. Simple as that, you know? Now, I remember years ago I learned from a traditional martial arts school, Chinese kung fu school downtown Toronto, and I remember that when I was doing my horse stance, he wanted my feet to be completely parallel, all right? And even though my knees were out here, he wanted my feet to be parallel, which can put a lot of strain on the knees, all right? But it doesn't matter. I mean, I can understand why, strategically, why he might think that that's a good thing, but it does strain the knees a lot, okay? And that just violates biomechanics, okay? Then I trained with other people later on, and they told me, no, screw that, have them out, right? Which is the correct mechanics. But even if they didn't tell me that, I would have done it anyway because it's biomechanically incorrect, okay? Some things are just wrong, okay? And the fact that something has been done for a long time, it doesn't mean that it's correct, okay? There was a move a long time ago, one of the traditional weightlifting moves called the Jefferson Lift. And the Jefferson Lift, and I don't know how the hell anyone did any kind of weight on this, but they would hold the bar with like this, with like that, and it would actually squat like this, right? Which is completely messed up. I mean, Christ, your whole spine is twisted like this, and you're lifting like that. Like, what the hell? I mean, you know, so anything which violates biomechanics, just don't do it. Okay? But all these things I showed you today are all within the good guidelines for proper biomechanics. Okay? So, anyways, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Okay?